Welcome back to the HTML and CSS for Beginners tutorial, and today I will be talking about how to add lists inside of your website. So there are two types of lists in HTML. One is an unordered list and the other one is an ordered list. Now the difference between these two, unordered list has bullet points and an ordered list has numbers. So the bulleted list is the unordered list, and it's just like things I like to do and you list it off, but a ordered list is like top 3 things I like to do, and that is the 1, 2, and 3, and it starts at 1 at the top and then ends at the number that you end at. So I'm going to start with unordered list. Now all I've done on my body was I've created an H3 and I just called it things I like to do. Now you want to make an unordered list with the UL tags, and you have to close the UL tags, so right there, and that just stands for unordered list. And now you need to create something called a list item. Now a list item is the thing that will be on the bullet point. So like things I like to do, say I like to program, well the list item is the bullet that says program on it. So anything in between the list item is what will be added to the list. Now I just want to really quickly make 3 items on here, and a way you can very quickly duplicate stuff or copy it and paste it on a line under it is, I don't know about any other editor, but in Notepad++, if you go to the end of the line you want to copy and you hold Control and then press D or Command D, and Command D if you're on Mac, sorry, and then go ahead and duplicate it. So as you see, it pasted it on the line under it. Now go in between the list items and put whatever you want. I like to program, sleep, and go outside. Okay, so these are our list items, and if you go ahead and go to your website, refresh, there is our H3, and here is our list with all of our list items in it. So that is how you created a bulleted list. Now let's go ahead and change this UL to an OL, and that just stands for ordered list, and it's set up the exact same way, except it's just OL. It still takes LIs in between it. It's just a different thing. So now the difference between this isn't going to be a bullet. This first one is going to be 1, 2, 3. So it will be the, as you can see here, top 3. So 1 is program, 2 is sleep, 3 is go outside. So that is how you create an unordered list and an ordered list. Now let's talk about putting lists inside of lists. So let's have the first thing I like to do is I like to program. Well, what do I like to program? So I'm going to put an unordered list under here, and you can go ahead and nest lists inside of lists. And let me go ahead and close this really quick. Now what do I like to program? Well, let's see, I like to I'm going to first create my list items here. I like to program in Python, HTML, and CSS. So those are just an example of the something you can do. Now you'll see if I refresh it, instead of it being a black bullet, it went to be a little white, it's not filled in, and that is it being like a list inside of a list. So that's kind of like a sub list, I guess you could call it. So the 3 things I like to program in Python, HTML, and CSS. I like to code in HTML and CSS in Python. So you can also do that with ordered lists, but I just used an unordered list for this example. I hope you all enjoyed the video on lists in HTML. If you like the video, leave a like, and if you are having any trouble, comment, and I will like to answer that question for you. So I will see you guys in the next one.